Hello, everyone. My name is Jack Donnenberg. I'm 21 years old, and I am an action figure collector. I want to share my experience with collecting action figures and showing the value of them as an adult legally and why you should buy action figures if you're interested. I'm going to show a few examples of my favorite shocker superhero. Firstly, cannot start without the original, the Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. This is a domestic figure, being from Marvel Legends, so it is definitely a lot more durable, and it's definitely a lot more like a toy than a collectible. Yet, for the low price I got it for, around $20, it is a really great deal. Measly little web thing here, which I guess is supposed to maybe go around the hand somehow, although it just looks really goofy and it's not posable. But as far as the figure itself, I'm very, very, very pleased with it. I think for its value, it is a very, very good purchase. And I'm very glad that I started off with this one. It has that classic Spidey look. The eyes look great. The molding, the articulation's really solid. And yeah, I think for its price point of around $20 that I got it for, it's really, really solid. The next guy I've got here is also another Marvel legend. Emo bully Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3. I've got this guy here. I don't think, after messing with him for a while now, that he has the same level of articulation, because it is a different body sculpt as the Amazing Fantasy one over here, though just like all of these, they're 1/12 scale figures, and this one actually came with a little bit more. I think I remember buying this for closer to like $35 as the Spider-Man 3 Tobey. I actually modded the back here. I cut out the piece so he can look up way further. And I mean, also comes with your standard hands. It's a little worse articulation, but for a Marvel Legend, the sculpting is really solid, and it looks really, really true to the source material of Spider-Man 3, the movie. And the head sculpt, while it could be a little better, I was actually thinking of investing in a Ferrule store custom head sculpt for this with the glossy lenses instead of the white ones. Here, it came with a pretty decent, for a Marvel Legend, head sculpt of Tobey Bully Maguire. So you can hit him in the pose of his iconic dance. And on top of that, a really neat and well sculpted headpiece accessory of like a Venom kind of symbiote taking over him, so you can get some really great flicks with that, like I have in the past. And it just looks really cool for a Marvel Legend. Very decently impressed. My next Marvel Legend we have here, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. This was from the retro card series, from the 90s Spider-Man retro card series, and it is way better articulation than the last two Marvel Legends I have here. I've already got him in this great pose here, and this guy actually comes with toe joints, which is really, really cool, because as we know, of course, out of any character, Spidey has to be the one to hit the most dynamic poses. He is a Spider-Man. He's a bug. The butterfly joints on this are really cool and well designed too, as they go out like that and they extend the design on the chest. He's got real cool claws on the back here, or the little, like, sharp points, and good claw hands. Really great sculpt and design. This is based on the body mold of the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man 2-pack that came with Spider-Man and Spinneret, and hence why it has the toe joints here that you can pose. And for a classic, and also comes with this really cool, his little tattered web cape here. It is definitely not the same by any means as the Spider-Verse Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099, but for the price that I got it for, once again, I picked this up at Target for no more than 25 bucks maybe. Very, very, very valuable, and I'm very glad to have him in my collection. He's also got the drop-down hips here, as you can see, so you can get more dynamic poses there. And the one thing, per usual, with a lot of Marvel Legends that me, as well as a lot of other people, are kind of upset with is just the ab crunch kind of articulation here. They've got this weird kind of cutout part here that looks very unnatural. So you can get a decent ab crunch, but it's not really what I'd like it to be. The CT Toys KO of Reveltech, Kyoto, Amazing Yamaguchi, Spider-Man 2.0. Just like a lot of imports, such as Mafex's and Reveltech's included, they're going to be really expensive. A lot of these figures are really expensive. Thankfully, we have companies like CT and Mess Toys that are putting out these really high quality KOs of really highly requested figures, such as this one, and others even doing customs, as we'll see later, with the iconic black suit neighbor. Comes with a ton of hands, just like most Reveltech. He has insane articulation, swappable eyes. Really is just, I mean, he's a little bit of a squeaker, but that's not really a problem. Just like the other Reveltechs, he's got the, you can of course pose the hell out of this thing. There's probably hundreds of points of articulation on this. It's just super duper smooth, and once again for the price, and you can move the butterfly joints are like chest plates here, so you can really get a full range of motion. I love how they did the webs on this. It came with two. I've got the white webs in from the black suit neighbor right now, but it originally came with these kind of fluorescent green looking webs that are super neat, and you just plug them right into the hands. Comes with a bunch of different hands. You can really, this is, I think for a lot of people, along with the swappable eyes and everything, you even get these pieces that came with it too, as like different kind of action webs that you can plug in if you don't want the straight line. And then also even these pieces that came with it that you can plug into the back here, sort of like his spider wings, I guess, his web wings. And yeah, for the price, for everything, the CT and Mess are doing a really great job with the KOs and super duper great stuff. And so really not much else to ask for here. It's based on the more modern kind of Iron Spider, like mechanical kind of armored spider, I believe. I think it was like designed by maybe Tony Stark in the comics, but really great figure. But of course we had to save the best for last. The now iconic black suit neighbor. This was the first one that Mess Toys put out, and it's very clearly still on that same Reveltech body, but based on the 90s McFarlane Spider-Man with that head sculpt there with the real big eyes. And I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's the same range of articulation as the other ones. It moves even smoother, just buttery joints. It's absolutely fantastic. It's got that real nice matte finish on it that just makes it look so high quality. And this is why a company like Mess Toys is so important right now. Because for students like me, people who don't have money to be spending hundreds of dollars on pieces of plastic, to be able to get these really high quality import level figures for a fraction of the cost, for the price of a normal domestic figure such as a DC McFarlane toy or a Hasbro Marvel Legends like the other ones. This is fantastic. It may not look as great in the vanilla poses, just like the other ones might look better, like the Marvel Legends, but it's not meant for that. It is obviously, just like a lot of the Reveltech figures, same company that it's based off of, super highly exaggerated and aestheticized figures here that are meant to be posed. It came with a more serious kind of squinty eyes head sculpt, and even this one looks great. Mess Toys just killing it. And then what I prefer to the jizzy weird green webs that came with the armored spider one, they have a much more comic accurate classic white webs that come with these. You got these ones, and then the white webs that I have plugged in right now to the CT Toys Spider-Man. That is all. Thank you.